Louis, great to have you with us for another year. Just tell us firstly how your holiday's been and what you've been up to over the summer.
Holidays have been good. I've been in Portugal enjoying the sun, but also trying to stay as fit as possible. And yeah, pretty much that's it.
Yeah, you've obviously not been available for the majority of pre-season, but how much have you been able to train and how much have you been able to keep your fitness ticking over while you were over there?
In Portugal, for me, it's a little bit tricky. It's not as easy to join a club as it is here in England, but I have got my contacts and I've done a bit of training here and there, so I think I'm I'm still fit. I'm fit enough.
And Louis is a player, Chris, who has not only shown great quality in the first team, but has also shown great versatility as well. He's played in centre midfield, he's fielded at right back. But what sort of player do you feel he's moulding into in the long term?
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He was brilliant for us last year, and he was one of the first names on the sheet that I wanted to keep. Everything about him is what I like. He brought into everything that we did last year. Obviously, he worked with Matty before, which helped, and he's calm on the ball. Like I said, he can play in two or three different positions. And I still, to this day, I still look at that goal he got against Tamworth. And he's just a cracking lad. And these are the sort of people we want at the club. We want people like Louis. Well, you have an opportunity to bring Louis to the club. It's a no-brainer at all. I think his class on and off the pitch, how he conducts himself, how he acts, and we're lucky to have him.
Thanks, Chris.
And you've had some great moments in the first team, Louis. You scored your first goal against Basford, and then, as Chris said, you followed it up with possibly the goal of the season at Tamworth, where you've won the ball, you've drove forward, and you've rifled it into the top corner. I mean, just how special were those moments?
I think the highlight of my footballing career, I think. But yeah, I couldn't ask for anything better. With the players around me, it's not a solo performance, so I think I'm quite privileged to have been in those situations.
And looking ahead to the future, what are your ambitions as a player for both this season and beyond?
For this season, I think I want to. I just want to be the best player I can be. I'm not sure where I'll be playing this season, so but I would like to score a few more goals. Those goals last season weren't enough for me. And on the long run, I still don't know. I'd just like to focus on this season, one step at a time, and get as many wins as possible.
And just flipping the question onto yourself, Chris, what are your hopes for Louis and how far do you think he can go?
Oh, Louis, yeah. I mean, look, first and foremost, he's doing the right thing. Education is obviously the most crucial thing for Louis at the moment, and that has to be his main priority. Regarding football, I think the boy could go all the way. I can't speak highly enough of him. He played in a team last year that was struggling, but he was part of the reason why we put a good run together. And like I said, the future for him is bright. He's obviously a good lad. He speaks well, conducts himself well. So I think he's got a bright future. And like I said, I'll always point out the studying is important, and it is. That's why he's in the country in the first place. But second to that, the football's important as well because it's a release clause to get out there and let some male hormones out, shall we say? So I'm hoping that we'll have moments like we did against Basford and Tamworth. But above all else, I just want him to enjoy himself while he's playing football because that's what it's about for me. And I know with Louis, if we get him enjoying it, then we'll get the best out of him.
And so many Diamonds fans have been asking if you're coming back this year, Louis. Everybody has been impressed with the impact that you've had in the team. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the supporters ahead of the new season?
First and foremost, thank you very much for sticking with us throughout everything that we've been through. Definitely couldn't have done it without you guys. I stay off of Twitter, so I'm not much of a know-it-all about the fans, but I see you guys on the sidelines, and it really fuels my drive to play as best as I can. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, just thank you.